Welcome everyone to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I had some questions from Aaron a while ago about fly fishing, and I brought this book out that he put in stores that I loaned him. It has all the information. It's the Fly Fisher Beginning Guide, but we'll talk about that later. Now that he's got all the knowledge right here, I got a couple things to say. We will be reviewing the Aurora Imperiales.
Yeah.
Is this one of those Robustos from our sample pack?
Yes, this came in our little Aurora sampler of Robustos. This is the La Aurora Imperiales by Leon Jimenez, or Leon Jimenez. It has a, I believe it's a Honduran Connecticut wrapper. I didn't write down where it came from, stupid me. I know it's a Connecticut wrapper. It has Dominican Cibao Valley tobacco with Nicaraguan long fillers and an Ecuadorian binder. And a nice little thing about these is it's a very budget stick. This is, I've heard people say budget sticks, $15, $20 is, turn it a little more. There, that works. I've heard people call a $15 stick a budget stick. Sorry, this cigar is $2 a stick if they were single. You can buy a bundle of 20 of them in Robusto size for $40. That's $2 a stick. So I'm really actually hoping that these are very good, because if they are, I might just have to buy some to keep some cheap stuff in my humidor so I can build up some fancy stuff that I can dry box.
And I would like to make a statement before we continue. You know, the cigar smells really good. Aaron is kind of upset about this Marlboro scam.
Yeah, I call her a scammer on this one. She doesn't smoke cigarettes, but keeps getting Marlboro coupons and stuff, and then they end up sending her
I give them to family,
online.
you know. I give them
you give the coupons to family, etc., and friends, but you get this thing in the mail that, well, first you end up getting some stuff for an ashtray, and you got a free ashtray. Then you end up getting a free cup with your initials on it, and then you got some other free stuff because you joined up on their website. But now they've given you $25, and you don't smoke cigarettes. You don't give Marlboro a single penny, but they keep giving you things saying thank you for being a customer. That's all. Anyways, on to this cigar. I know what you're looking for, your cup. I don't think it was washed yet. I don't know where it is.
Well, the cup was especially one with the Marlboro engravement, and mine's got a deer horn and cow.
You know what? We still haven't gotten our wine opener from Black & Mild.
We did?
Oh, we did? Oh, yeah, that's right, we did.
Wherever you put it, I don't know. What about Black & Mild, huh? Oh, they give me free stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's another one. But they're related to Marlboro.
So I got a free
so anyways, we're talking
card.
about this cigar. This cigar.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying, for the latest
it's not made by Marlboro.
It was $25 gift card, which I could have bought cigars with.
Barnyardish.
Exactly, more like hay.
Yeah, hay alfalfa.
And at least some of our subscribers can think it's pretty funny, you know.
The foot has a very nice kind of sweet smell to it. That's kind of nice. Usually when I notice these smells in the cigar, I tend to like them. So for a $2 stick, this could be actually quite decent. Are you ready to fire yours up?
Yeah, so I'm sorry for all of you that think I'm a scammer when it comes to...
No, you're getting a company that you don't use, don't give money to or anything, giving you free stuff.
I gave all my coupons last time my friend Tyler was here. He got them all. And he used them. And I know a couple of people that smoke cigs, so I figured, I might just give them to them. But a $25 gift card can come in handy on Amazon. It was a Visa card. And, any website. Heck, I could have bought tobacco products on it for all I cared.
Kind of some leathery taste coming off the wrapper, but that's all I've noticed so far. I always find it interesting when the wrapper has flavor like that on there.
On other news, I get a new air conditioner Friday.
Yeah, that's fun. You'll be without an air conditioner for 2 days. Hey, guess what? More cigars at my place.
That's fine. However, we're down to, I think, 3 of these.
Yes, 3 little Auroras left and 2 601s left. This has some nice smoke output for a $2 stick. I mean, the wrapper on this is really ugly. You can see where it's stretched so thin that, you know, it's just stretched. Like, they didn't have enough wrapper to go around it, so they had to pull it. And then when it dried, it kind of got even worse. It's kind of knobby, lots of veins, but it's a low Aurora. Did I forget to mention that? I'm actually surprised that this
in Republica Dominicana.
I kind of find it interesting that this would be put in the bundle of with those other cigars that were in here, the Barrel Age, the 1495, the Maduro, and the Connecticut.
Barrel Age wasn't bad.
And I mean, this is kind of their budget, unless of course you want to go Principes.
I'm getting a light taste of salt, mild taste of pepper.
We joke about the Principes and we call them the Principes. Also, just wondering, anybody out there ever tried the Principes in various flavors? Are the flavors any good? We can't technically get them in Washington. So, that's a good question. Also, we ran across another Principe today. Principe. Sorry, it's just the way that we call it. It was what was it called? The Palma. And it looks like a normal one. It just says Palma. And I was wondering if anybody knows the difference. I'm sure I could do a little research. I do research on all these cigars, but sometimes I don't do research on cigars I haven't smoked yet, because I'm too busy looking up information on cigars I'm going to smoke so you guys get info.
I do want to say, when it comes to reviewing a cigar, the funniest thing that I laugh at in cigar reviewing is the fact that we don't try to look for the flavors that's available, just like Brian Lynn over at Cigar Obsession. The real problem I have is the funny thing is when it comes to the cigar reviews that we read, a lot of them say, "Oh, it's got chocolate, this and that," and then when we smoke and review it, because we give our honest opinion, A is good, B it's crap.
I may actually see that it says, toasty notes in it, but I do not look at that. And if I see it, I tend to forget it by the time the review comes around. I mean, if you want to see my review notes, Rita can maybe show you. My review notes basically just have wrapper, binder, the name of the blender, the price. This is what I go off of at the beginning, and I told you everything on it. I don't write down any flavor profiles.
No, in my opinion, the flavor profiles are crap when it comes to someone like a cigar store trying to sell it.
Yeah, the cigar stores write down what they're told to write down, essentially, and they kind of ad-lib a little bit, but for the most part, when it says these are the flavor profiles, they're getting what flavor profiles the company that gave them the cigar in the first place to sell wants them to use as a selling point. And with this, I'm primarily getting leather off the wrapper.
Exactly.
Some minor tobacco flavors that just kind of straight tobacco coming from the actual leaf itself inside. Not too much spice, a little bit of sweetness, and there's kind of a caraway-ish like spice, but not quite the same. It's not the same, but it's very similar in how it tastes. I don't know how else to explain it. But you've had rye bread. This kind of reminds me just a little bit of rye bread. You got anything further to say?
No.
Alright, we'll see you at the halfway point. Hello, and welcome back to the halfway point of this Aurora Imperiales from Leon Jimenez. For a $2 cigar, this is actually pretty fantastic. Light leather notes, medium bodied, some toasty profile, and slightly woodsy. It's very nice flavors.
Picking up cedar notes, which would be the woodsy note, a little light white pepper.
I'll agree on that.
A little leather, but, However, while I'm thinking about it, I might as well do my Aaron impersonation for you all. My name is Aaron. I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a cigar today.
I am not wimpy, and this is not a cheeseburger.
Yes, but you would be the new version of Wimpy in this day and age.
I'm just trying to come up with a comeback, and I don't have one.
Anyways, since he's doing the fusing tonight, anything else you gotta say?
So far at this point, I would not even, if somebody had given me one of these with no wrapper, I would not have taken this as a $2 smoke. I would have figured this to be more costly than that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have assumed at least $7. It's had a perfect burn. I've had no fixes. That's a nice rolling job there. Usually budget sticks don't have the greatest rolling job and sometimes get a little wonky. This has had perfect draw. Oftentimes with budget sticks you end up getting a tight draw. I will say the smoke's a little fast, but...
Well, stay tuned.
Stay tuned for the final third of this.
Welcome back to the final third of this Aurora Imperiales.
This has been very nice for a budget stick. $2, I would never have called this one as a $2 stick.
She's hotter than a $2 cigar. It's the fastest smoking thing around.
Anyways, the flavors to me are kind of toasty leather.
Agreed.
With very rare other little flavors going on in it, but the primary two flavors are the toasty leather, and
I do want to say the other flavor I am picking up is a little hint of Lajero.
Yes, you love saying that.
They always stick it in most of third cigars unless it's a really cheap, crappy cigar, and then you don't get
There is
Lajero.
a little spice in here, not too much, but this has been a nice little smoke. I could see myself definitely buying these to help stretch out my humidor a bit and add some variants at a lower cost.
Exactly.
I mean, $40 for a bundle of 20. I think they come in bundles instead of boxes. But heck, I can't complain about that. Not at all. That's a dang good price.
I do want to say for some of you out there talking about cigars, because that's what we usually do on this channel. We don't talk about anything else. But I do want to say for some of you out there that in my opinion, some cigars that I've tried with Aaron that we've not reviewed, that we should get around to reviewing one day again, some bundles are pretty good deals and values, but the real problem, in my opinion, is when you buy a box sometimes, you get a box, and the box might be very fancy, and other times you get a box that's just 4 cedar pieces and a lid, and it's not even
like the nut box.
Or the fighting cock box, the sliding thingy, and it's like, what the fudge is this?
But then you end up getting something really fancy somehow, like the Vija or whatever that I got, those torps. That was a really fancy box with a clasp on it. It was like $25 for a box of 20.
Well, it's like I got a box once, and I gotta just say the story real quick. Is I bought a box of 2 boxes of cigars, and Aaron's like, "Go for it." And I got Ave Maria, Ark of the Covenants, 4.5 by 60s, 2 boxes. And they gave me 2 boxes of Morning Stars. The Morning Star box was mediocre because the clasp and it wasn't level and it was just a piece of crap box. But there's other boxes out there that you get that are same price as a bundle that is usually cardboard. And you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like the Pata de Elephant that I got, which was cedar pieces wrapped in cardboard, but the Amatis are just pure cardboard.
Now, the best cigar bundle I think I've got so far was the Princers in the tin with the humidor disc on the top and the cedar lining. Because that was just cool.
I think my 2 favorite boxes I've gotten was the Cult box press that had the metal straps on it.
Do they even make those still?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if they still do them in the 10 counts, but it actually had metal straps on it, a metal clasp and everything. Very sharp-looking box with felt on the bottom of it to keep it from sliding around. Almost like a mini humidor, even though it wasn't a Humi. And then the other one I really liked was, even though I hated the cigar, the Romeo Juliet Short Bellicosos. It had 10 on one side and 10 on the other, and both sides open up into the center, basically. And it's like, I thought that was really classy.
It was classy, but as you all heard a long time ago, those cigars smoked 30 to 35 minutes. They were what we called our laundry cigars.
Yeah, I mean, that's about all they were good for. They just burnt too quickly. I know what they were trying to do was compete with the nubs and have a nice long smoke that's short, but they made it so that the filler wasn't tight enough in there or whatever, so it burnt really quickly. Anyways, one thing I wanted to say about this is for some reason this cigar reminds me a lot of the Don Thomas, which I think those run about $5 a stick. So
the last time I bought a Don Thomas, I got 3 of them, and I lost 2 of them because TSA back then confiscated them for whatever reason, left them in the left me a note. But one was in a tuba, one was regular, and the last one they left me was a Candela, and I smoked it in Aaron's dad's basement when I first went to Ohio for my first time.
But this reminds me very much of the Don Thomas. It also reminds me some of one of the Don Lino line.
I don't even know. I think Don Thomas is a brand for famous owners.
I think I want to say this reminds me of the Don Lino Connecticut. I don't know. I've seen Thompson have Don Thomas, but I've seen it at other places too.
Talking about cigars for a second, one other thing is Aaron saw something for me a while ago, and he wanted me to try it. And it was a Thompson exclusive. It was cigars that were 10 cigars for like $20 that were 4x70s, 4-inch by 70s. He was like, "Whoa, these are cool." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, wasn't that Victor Sinclair's?
No, those were the Victor Sinclair 4x60s.
Oh, okay.
But these other ones were 4x70s, and then you can order like 5x70s from it, and they had a sampler that was like 4x70, 5x70, 6x70, and 7x70s, and 8x70s.
I thoroughly enjoyed this cigar. $2. I mean, it's getting a little hot here at the end, but it's had great smoke output. Never
burns on a razor.
Burnt on a razor. You can't get that in a $2 stick. And I know people who've sat there and told me, "Oh, this is a great $2 stick and it burns wonky as heck," or it's got the draw of trying to suck a golf ball through a garden hose. It just doesn't work. Okay, but this has been fantastic draw, fantastic burn, everything. It's everything you pretty much want in a cigar, but it's $2. So I'm going to have to say, go ahead and give this one a try. I highly recommend it.
Everything Aaron said, I agree completely. I mean,
seeing that you could get an entire bundle for the price of like 2 Liga Privadas.
No, we're not dissing the T52s or the.
I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying you could get an entire bundle of these for the price of 2 of those. 20 sticks compared to 2 sticks. I don't know. I mean, you need those celebratory sticks now and then, but in some ways, I take the the 20 sticks over the 2.
Well,
but that's a question of quantity over quality.
Yes,
this is
there
quality.
you go. I was going to say that.
This is a quality cigar. So even then, you're still talking about quality compared to slightly better quality. Well, okay, maybe not slightly better. The Ligas are much better quality, but then again, palates are to each their own. And
that's what I say all the time. I do want to say...
I actually kind of compare this, not to the Liga, but... I don't know. If the Liga's up here, this is down here, and the Rocky Patel Cargo's way down here, okay?
I want to say I agree with quantity over quality, but I also want to say for quantities that, and Aaron would agree with me, that if you buy a bundle, you're probably going to get 1 out of 20 that is going to be purely wonky, not burning right.
Whenever you get budgets, you'll end up with
he's had that happen in several other cigars that he likes, and he's just like, hey, I bought a bundle.
I got 2 of my go-to bundles today. I've never had a problem with any of them. I think I may have had one once with one of those 2 that was somewhat on the bad side. I think it just burnt too far down the inside.
You told me you bought a bundle of something that was from Holtz once, and out of like 20 of them, you had 7 that were just purely wonky.
Well, no, the Amatis were horrible. I think I had like 10 of them that were good, and the other 10 were bad. And like the Alec Bradley White Golds, I think, again, I had like 15 good ones and 5 bad ones.
So budget 6 can be, but if you buy a bundle
but this actually ranks right up there with the Alec Bradley White Gold for a very decent budget stick. I need to get some more of those White Golds too. Been a while since I had them, and I don't think we have a review of them on our channel either.
I also one day want to get another review in a different size of the Chillin' Moose.
Oh yeah, those Chillin' Mooses are a great little budget smoke.
They're like a little
again in
gem.
the same price range. So, heck, I might even think about doing that next month. But I still got to get some review smokes for you guys too. So,
I'm working on that too, depending on what.
I just got to make sure that I get at least half a dozen to a dozen smokes that are new for me.
Let me give you a quick story. I'm waiting to hear back from a doctor. I'm not going to give you details of surgery, what it is, but what happened is, and this is funny, I wanted to get my phone and keep it with me today. Me and Aaron had a great lunch. He made me some ramen, and he made these little turkey sandwiches. We
talk about food on here every once in a while. I just took some dinner rolls, pulled the top off, put some turkey on it, and then I put some pepper jack cheese, and then I put the lid back on it, stuck a bunch of them in the oven, melted the cheese on them, got the bread nice and crispy a little bit, and we pulled those out, and that was a good lunch.
The joke was, I'm eating, and I said, I want my phone near me, so I went to get it, and I got a voicemail.
Yeah, you said she's never going to call at lunch, and I said, well, you never know, and then you went and checked your phone, and she called at 12 o'clock, which was right at the beginning of her lunch.
Which I figured, and this was an actual doctor, by the way, not some nurse. It was an actual doctor, and I'm just like, oh, God. So, hopefully tomorrow she will call us, and we can get things moving, so we know where I'm going for our reviews.
Now, we just got to make sure Blizzard doesn't jump out of your air conditioner hole.
Yes, my air conditioner is removed, as you all know, because the manager found out the housing is an old housing and not a new one.
The old housing is in the size that they don't make air conditioners in anymore, so they need to get a larger housing.
However, the manager's mouth was hanging like this when she goes, yeah, Rita. It was $500 air conditioner.
I love how she yanked it out, and she's like, how ancient is this thing? And it's leaking fluids all over the place. Black, disgusting fluids. And she went and tried to clean up the carpet and stuff. Oh, that was pretty funny. And it's like, she didn't want to believe the air conditioner was going, and then she finds out that it's like archaic. And that it probably should have been in the trash heap 10 years ago.
And 10 years ago, I'd never seen an air conditioner with a remote either.
Well, anyways. So with all that said, and we've filled you in on some of our personal life details, please add and subscribe, leave questions, comments, feedback, suggestions, and if you smoke this, and you agree or disagree, let us know in the comments, and just try to keep it nice is all we ask, and enjoy every puff.